on his head.
That was in Washington. Thousands, several thousand rallied, all joined in disdain for government spending. Today's federal tax filing deadline, what they see as a Washington tax grab. In Chicago, a rally in Daley Plaza drew more than 1,000 people.
I don't know if you may have heard of some of these groups that want to crash the Tea Parties. They want to show up with some weird signs and make it look like we're not mainstream and give us a bad name.
Good. Freedom of speech! Freedom of speech! Freedom of speech! Freedom of speech! Protect my rights! Protect my rights! You know how many dead people float out of here in this county? You know how many dead people want to stand bother you? No, dead people got freedom of speech. You think that? Freedom of speech! Freedom of speech! Freedom of speech! Freedom of speech! Freedom of speech!
Out of here!
Being ignored and trampled on by Republicans and Democrats alike. They were tired of a U.S. foreign policy that keeps sending U.S. forces overseas to advance a new world order at the expense of the American taxpayer. They were tired of the bank bailouts. They were tired of the lie that is the Federal Reserve. They wanted a constitutionally limited government, and that's why I joined the Tea Party. Some would have us believe that Sarah Palin is the face of the Tea Party. Don't get me wrong, there are things about Sarah Palin that I like. I appreciate her pro-life and pro-Second Amendment stands. But she's using her celebrity to prevent we the people from making needed political changes by supporting an anti-American globalist like John McCain. You may not be aware that McCain supports a job-killing, pro-globalization, NAFTA, CAFTA, GATT, and amnesty for criminals breaking our laws. And as if this isn't bad enough, he has recently co-introduced the Enemy Belligerent Act. If this bill becomes law, it will allow the government to detain American citizens indefinitely and without trial based on their suspected activity in matters that the president considers appropriate. That could be any one of us for just being here today. Don't listen to what people say, watch what they do. We don't need Sarah Palin's or Glenn Beck's. We must raise leaders from our own ranks who are not part of the present establishment. We must research every single candidate in the primaries, in fact the constitutionalists, over those who support the socialists in the Democratic and Republican parties. We do not want the Republican Party to co-opt their movement by handpicking a candidate who has the same unconstitutional views as the politicians that we are trying to replace. It was Vladimir Lenin who said the best way to control the opposition is to lead it ourselves. The greatest danger we face to American freedom today is not terrorism, it's not Russia's or China's long-range nuclear missiles or even Iran. It is our own civic apathy and cowardice towards government domination. The cost of this apathy is possibly the future existence of this nation, our freedom and way of life, and possibly the enslavement of the entire planet. In conclusion, I believe the purpose of the Tea Party movement is to reject the overreaching hand of government by putting principle over politics and supporting and defending the U.S. Constitution, supporting limited government and personal liberty, ending the preemptive and pervasive wars, abolishing the IRS, getting rid of the illegal and unconstitutional Federal Reserve, and putting truth and integrity back into government. Thank you.
Do you want your tax money to go to promote abortion?
No!
Do you want your money to go to promote euthanasia?
No!
Do you want your money to help support assisted suicide? No! Do you want to promote human embryo research? No! Do you want to give government the power to make life-ending decisions?
No!
Do you want to promote illegal immigration? Let's hear it. Do I hear you? Do you want to make Planned Parenthood our main healthcare provider? No! Do you want to pay for sex changes for those who want them? Do you want to promote civil unions and same-sex marriage? Well, then it's time to stand up and say no to every politician that voted for this bill and turn them out of office in 2010. And when Obama comes, get him out of office and bring this country back to the people.
parents told their children, our job was to go to school and love this country, because this is the country that would educate us, put food on the table, clothes on our back, and give us opportunities for a better life through education. As for our Mexican culture, my parents instilled in us a pride of who we are and a love of our heritage, which is the job of every parent who migrates to this country to partake of the opportunities this great United States offers. We are a country of immigrants. Now our economy is spiraling downward, yet our government again wants to issue another amnesty. I say, another amnesty? Didn't we have one already? Two? Yet all it did was open the gates for more illegals. We have lost jobs by the thousands in Illinois. We are currently in a recession. Our national debt will leave nothing to future generations. The state of Illinois, being in such a high state of unemployment, how can we afford more unemployables?
Living in isolation, we're living in a society where we function on a day-to-day basis with every kind of people from different walks of life. You know, we go to the store and buy coffee, and the person that sells you that coffee or serves you your coffee comes from one of these low-income communities, and you don't think about, you know, how's that person living? How does he have access to health care? If he's sick and he misses out the day from work, all of a sudden he's out of a job, and it just creates a domino effect.
That makes no sense. So let me point out the bigots so we can go approach them.
And I'm pretty sure your family's proud of you.
Because we believe in individualism, we believe in the Constitution, we're bigots. We believe in we believe in individual rights, we're bigots. You don't know what you're talking about.
Not to show us what's happening to our physical body because of lack of health care. Everybody look over here. This is where the camera should be. All right.
I am diabetic.
Exercise your rights. And one of the ways you can exercise your rights is support the right to carry. In every other state in the country except Illinois, there's a way you can carry a gun, a loaded gun, to protect yourself and to protect your family. And that's an American right. And that's what this is all about.